So we've just finished a short spring retreat here in Germany, and I'm currently in my room just resting and recovering, as it is always my intention and the intention of the team that serves the retreatants to give our best, to give ourselves completely to this transmission of Dhamma, of this pure Dhamma, beyond religion, beyond belief, beyond blind faith, but to share this Dhamma as it was shared by the Buddha to his disciples, and then by their disciples to their disciples, and so on in this unbroken line till my teacher received it and he shared it with me, and now I share it with the people who come and sit. This is an authentic Vipassana retreat. And it's quite dense, I think. I think we, all of us, try to give the best of ourselves and not to make any shortcuts, but to give the teaching, certainly as it was given to me by my teacher. Beginning with Anapanasati. Anapanasati on the first day, this is the practice of bringing the attention to the breath. Often it's translated as mindfulness of breathing. But to bring the attention to the breath, to focus the mind, to push away as much as we are able any distractions, any thoughts or moods or feelings or emotions that may arise, but to push them away and to make the breath the most important thing. This is such an important practice because it's the foundation. It's the foundation of everything that we do. So we have to pay attention to it. You can't, if you want to build a house, you can't start with the roof. You have to start with the foundations. And the foundations have to be firm and secure. So this first part of the practice, to sit well, to make the breath the most important thing. And then when the bell rings, that we begin our walking meditation. So the walking meditation is an integral part of our retreats. It's not just an opportunity to go outside and drift around and have a cigarette or something like this. It's a precise meditation. And so the instructions are given clearly so the retreatant can benefit from it. So we have the sitting and walking meditations alternating and beginning with the Anapanasati. And the walking meditation is really just a variation of Anapanasati, instead of the attention being with the breath as we experience it in the nostrils, but to be with the changing sensations of the feet as we walk with attention. We walk slowly and we move everywhere, slowly and mindfully and elegantly, to bring elegance into everything that we're doing. In this way we commit to the practice. And this, as always, as with everything, is very important. And so then, when everyone is settled and they in some way are finding their center, this calm and peaceful center, we open the Anapanasati into Vipassana Bhavana. Vipassana is a word from the Pali language, which means to see things as they really are. Not as we think they should be, not as we would like them to be, but as they appear in front of us as thoughts, moods, feelings, and emotions, these things that actually dictate and dominate our life. This is, of course, so important. It is, in fact, the teaching of the Buddha. If you want to be free from your suffering, you have to address the cause of that suffering. And the cause of that suffering, even though in conventional language you say, well, it's outside, it's the politicians, or it's my partner or my boss or the children or whatever. The reality is the world you experience is the one that you create for yourself moment after moment by empowering and attaching to this mind that arises and passes away, this impermanent movement of thoughts, moods, feelings, and emotions. And so we sit with that, not judging, not actively investigating, but just being with. So beautiful. Everything in this Dhamma practice for me is so beautiful. And as we sit, and as this old story of ours begins to reveal itself, We see our habits, our bahula kama. We see our daily habits, our moment-to-moment habits. We see the causes of our suffering, that by continually doing the same thing over and over, we always get the same results over and over. How can it be different? So we begin to understand that. We have this arising of wisdom. Again, very beautiful. Really just so beautiful. And then we begin the third part of the practice, which is the Metta Bhavana, the loving kindness. Now, loving kindness is quite difficult to understand often because of the word love. Love is usually about an attachment or a possessiveness for a person or an animal or a thing, a football team even, or nationalistic attachments and possessiveness. But in Dhamma, it's not that. It's an open-hearted acceptance of all beings, of all phenomena, exactly as they are in this moment. Everything in Dhamma and everything in life, of course, is only about a moment. It's only ever about a moment. And so we sit with this feeling of security as we accept without judgment. We're not blaming ourselves for having these thoughts. We don't invite them, they come. They come from our old story, from our past, from our karmic reservoir. They come from our fear base. And as we sit quietly, without any effort to restrict what arises into the mind, we see the things that often we don't want to see, the things that we spend so much time trying to avoid. And so they come, and we see them, and we see they're just movements of mind. They only ever have the power that we give them, and so if we don't empower them, they can't stay. And so this is the path of liberation. It's called the Visuddhimagga, the path of liberation, to let go and let go and let go and let go, and not to continually empower the mind and bring our life into more crisis and take this place in our life where we're pointing our finger saying, it's your fault, it's because of you that I'm unhappy, it's because of this not getting what I want, that's why I'm struggling, that's why I'm suffering. So rather than that, we take this wise perspective of life, that everything's arising and passing away. And to every thought, every mood, every feeling, every emotion, every mental movement that we experience, we can always say the same thing. This is not me. It's not mine. It's not what I am. And at that place, we can do this beautiful thing called letting go. Letting go just means not to attach to it and to allow it to flow away. All the teaching of the Buddha comes to this point. You can spend your life reading and studying the suttas and whatever else, but ultimately you have to come to the same place he had to go to. In his case, it was a tree in the forest of Uruwela, which is now the small town of Buddha Gaya. And he sat under this tree and he made this statement: I'm not going to move from here until I'm fully awakened. So what does that process mean? It means to sit and allow this process of purification, this Visuddhimagga, the path of purification, to allow whatever we carry, we're not judging or commenting anymore. We're not holding on, we're not attaching, we're letting go of our possessiveness of this is my mind, these are my thoughts. I think one of the basic things that we look at in Vipassana is really this simple statement of this is not your mind. It's not your mind. You don't own it. If you owned it, your life would be very different, wouldn't it? You'd be happy all the time. Why would you not be? Happiness is pleasant. Unhappiness, manifesting as jealousy or anger or mistrust, fear, is uncomfortable. And in our ordinary life, we spend a lot of time trying to avoid these things, either by pushing them down inside us or by seeking distraction. So when we come to Vipassana, this practice called bare attention, so beautiful. This practice of bare attention, to allow the past, the old story of us, to arise, to see it, to know it, and to let it go. And if we let go a little, there's a little peace, a little space in our life where things do not overwhelm us as quickly or as often as they used to. So if we let go a little, there's a little peace. And if we let go a lot, there's a lot of peace. And if we let go completely, complete peace. This is a very well-known expression. If we let go a little, there's a little peace. If we let go a lot, there's a lot of peace. And if we let go completely, complete peace. But here's the thing. You can't let go. Letting go happens when this identification with mind and matter, mind and body, as being who and what you are, when that falls away, there's the peace. And in that space of peace, the past arises and then disappears, or dissipates. We let go. It's a way to speak that we let go, we let go, we let go. We don't let go. Letting go happens. So this is our short retreat. As I said, it's quite dense. There's a lot of information and a lot of sitting practice. Our retreats really are quite disciplined because we only can have a certain number of people. I think it's 23 or something like this. Then everyone who comes is really expected to fulfill the commitments of the retreat, which is the whole day of sitting and walking meditation, moving slowly, moving mindfully, eating slowly, using every moment of our time here to cultivate awareness, whether we are sitting, standing, walking, or lying down, whether you take your shower or whether you're eating, whether you're in the Dharma hall or you're outside in the grounds walking, doing the walking meditation. All these things become our practice. And so in the end, when we really understand the depth of our practice, we see that meditation is life and life is meditation. So this is the few hours just after our retreat, and I'm sitting in my room just restoring my energy before we travel home tomorrow. But I wanted to say these few words. I want to say thank you to all the people who come, all the people who have an interest in Dhamma, that they have experienced this moment of the opening of the wisdom eye, so that they can be happy in their life. They can be free from fear in their life. And then they can share that happiness with all beings. And this is the way of Dhamma. So I offer this afternoon for your consideration and your reflection. And may all of you be well and happy.